Getting the first pick.
Oh, get three, Pyro, get three with the
Void Kick putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Let's drop the beat.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the BeatDrop. Tonight is going to be a little different than usual because out in the cold reaches of space, there were two videos lost to time. But thankfully, our hero, Light Rose, able to get us that footage to be able to bring to you all. So thank you all. Thank you so much to Light Rose and Gizmo for doing these interviews. These were actually supposed to be the very first two episodes of BeatDrop, but due to some issues in the background that we won't talk about, we just couldn't get them out to you in time before the first one we recorded got put up. So it's going to be a mishmash of those two episodes today. So introducing our two teams for the evening. First, we'll be starting off with a crowd favorite, Get Off My Land, from the Harmony tier, and then it will immediately follow up with the Flying Lions from the Discord tier. Two favorite teams I know to this community, and we love them all for spending their time with us and being able to give us a sneak peek into what the teams are like. So I'm going to go ahead and start the videos and enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this season's first BeatDrop. And tonight with us is Team Get Off My Land. They've got a few famous, possibly infamous players as well. And joining us, we've got Kitty, Magpie, NPC, and Rush, some Trank legends. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're pretty good. Doing pretty good.
You guys were just playing some comp Overwatch, I believe. Is that what you guys were doing?
Oh, just quick play for us.
Just quick.
Oh, quick. I was hearing some call outs, some sweaty stuff. All that was happening quick play.
Yeah. Well, that's the casual what you heard.
Oh,
You should hear comp.
Oh, okay. Okay. So my first question is, I think, why you guys don't practice, right? Or scrim?
What's practice?
So
What?
why not? I mean, did you just want to keep it as casual as possible?
So Get Off My Land is made up of players that are all older, and we have real lives. Most of us are married. Some of us have kids. It's just it's a big thing, and we've got a real life. And there were a lot of players that just they wanted to play in tranquility, but they just couldn't commit to the schedule of the 3-day a week scrims and then game day and then VOD reviews. It just became a whole lot of time investment for a video game, like a social club. So, season 3, we all got kind of burned out, and a few of us just might not even come back. And I said, you know what? Let's just make a team where we just Wednesdays with the boys. We hang out, we have a good time Wednesday nights, and then we go about our lives. And it's worked out so far.
I mean, isn't that kind of what Trank's supposed to be? It's supposed to be, you're grabbing that energy of, it's just kind of that softball league. I believe that's what's kind of used to describe Trank sometimes. You show up, you have fun, you go home, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. We're never going to be pros. We're never going to be collegiate level. Some of these players, some of these kids, they might be. So we're going to let them have their day in the sun. But we want to hang out. We want to hang out with our friends, and that's what this team's about.
All right. My next question is it's kind of a jokey one, but so NPC, you are kind of known as the dad of Trank. You've got big dad energy. So, who on Get Off My Land or in Trank or anything do you think has the biggest mom energy?
Oh, the biggest mom energy. If I had to pick all of Tranquility, I'd say probably Cinnamon. She's kind of a mom to all of her players, even the ones that are older than her. She kind of mothers them a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
And she's a mom to a lot of animals, right?
Yeah, and she's got a lot of
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah, I mean, she's self-described cat mom. So,
Yeah.
Gizmo.
All right. Well, I guess my first question for you guys, your returning team. It was fun playing against you guys last season in the playoffs for the wild card. I know when I was on Paradise. So that I love the energy you guys bring. But now that you have someone who has been known to be a naughty boy, I think we all know who I'm talking about here. Lord Thuggington, who unfortunately is not able to join us tonight. What's it like having Thug now on the team and but still being the same team?
Games a lot.
Yeah. Thug tried to make DDoS into what Get Off My Land was last season. He thought he was going to create a fun, playful, just get together, have a good time with the boys. But unfortunately, he had a mix of tryhards and people that were taking it casual, and it caused a lot of tension on that team. And I get that because I came from the Comets when they rebuilt in season 3 were that way. We had kind of a mix of people that just wanted to have fun with their friends and some people that wanted to practice and grind and get good. And so Thug really missed us. He really wanted to be on our team, but he had to finish that season out. And he was also going to quit this season. He wasn't going to play. He said, I've got real life responsibilities, and I'm just going to tier direct, and that's it. And then I said, you can play with us, and so he is.
All right. I'm, glad to see that he's still playing. It's always fun energy with him. So let me ask you this: out of your team, who is the funniest one? Who is the one that gets laughs going? Besides you, NPC, we know you love your Zoomer jokes. I want to know who is it that brings just an aesthetic to the team that just lightens up everyone's day.
That's definitely me. Mickey Mish.
Yeah.
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 She's got a good
Of
positive energy.
course, Misha's a bit of a traitor. She's actually playing video games with the potatoes right now instead of in her area.
Oh, Mish.
Yeah.
He always has fun energy.
Playing. Sorry.
That's okay. I was just gonna say, you guys like obviously now NPC does his streaming. Do any of you others like to throw up a stream every now and then? I know Mish does, but like I think those are about the only two I know of. Does anyone else like to throw up just play other games during the week?
I stream once in a while. I haven't been as much lately, but I think if I stream now, it's mostly gonna be stuff I'll watch just to take a break from the game. So
Yeah, like I know, Rush, that you like following you on Twitter, seeing you Discord stuff. Like you're playing a bunch of what were you? Believe you were trying to get through a full playthrough of a game recently, weren't you?
yeah, I actually just beat Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's what it was. It was Horizon Zero
Yeah,
Dawn.
I didn't finish it on stream, but I did like the first half on stream. It was a really good game. I highly recommend it to anybody that wants to play it.
It got the new PC release, didn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It came out like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, early August.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, glad that Sony will be able to share those PS4 exclusives with us PC scrubs, that spend
I know.
thousands of
Spend-
dollars on a rig.
It's been 3 years since that game got released on PlayStation, so it's finally here.
Yeah. All right. So I think this is a good segue because I have questions. What is each of your favorite single player games?
Single player.
Like individual game, series of games.
Like, I mean, it could be anything, that's not multiplayer. Like anything. that you just highly
Let me pull up my
enjoy?
Steam library.
Like, you know, magnitude over 200 games of Steam. You got to pick one right now.
Games I like to play single player are like I am a big fan of like the beat 'em up kind of games. I really enjoy Streets of Rage 4. I have it for my arcade cabinet for PC. I have it for my Switch. It's like I have a lot of copies of this game and I really enjoy playing it. It does have multiplayer component, but usually I just, I pull it out on my Switch and sit in front of the TV and just kind of grind out the game. It's fun and kind of brainless, but that's like single player games are where I go to like chill and relax and just kind of like zone out,
I had to pick one. I think it would be a game called Tales of Symphonia. That's I like the Tales series in general.
Okay, Magpie, you're my favorite right now. I love it. I just finished that one actually, and oh my god.
Yeah, it's an old one, but it's I love it.
Probably Animal Crossing. I mean, that's just an easy game to play
Nice.
every day.
Is it? Do you have one like New Leaf, Horizons?
I'm just playing Horizons right now since that
Okay.
came out.
Yeah,
March.
yeah.
Basically, been playing that the whole quarantine.
Well, what happened to me is like I played it constantly, and then I just stopped one day, and I have not picked it up since.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's the thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what I
happened to
did with
me. And like
Horizon.
I went about 2 weeks without playing it. And then like I thought about playing it, but I didn't want to like get a lecture from my Islanders about how long
That
I'd
was
been
it
gone,
too.
so-
I was terrified that I was gonna get on. My island was gonna be a mess. Everyone was gonna be gone, and I was just like, I can't handle that right now.
Yeah.
See, no, I can't relate to you guys. I've never played those games ever, so it's La La Land for me. But hey, you know what? If it's what you enjoy, it's what you enjoy.
Right, and then Rush. What about you?
So I'm kind of stuck between two, and the two are The Last of Us and then Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice for single player games. I think I'm gonna pick Hellblade.
Oh yeah.
Just yeah, NPC watched me play that one, I think, on stream, and I watched him too. And I don't know, that game, I didn't really know anything about it going into it, and like after you beat it, they have like this little mini documentary that's like 10-15 minutes that shows like all the research they did into like mental health and like I don't want to spoil the game a lot, but all of the different like things that happen in the game, how much research and stuff that went into it. It was just, I don't know, it just kind of like all clicked for me. It was really cool.
Yeah, I know. NPC. I remember you played that for Step One Up on Cancer, right?
Yeah. I had a charity stream, and I had 8 hours or so left, and I just popped that game in there, and I managed to complete it, and it was just a blast to go all in one go and beat that game. It was really a fantastic, stunning game from an indie developer called Ninja Theory.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have it in my Steam library, and I've yet to open it. So
Yeah, be ready for a wild ride.
You won't regret it.
yeah, maybe I should.
I also have a soft spot for like city building games, so like city skylines, and Kitty can attest to my obsession with traffic management in that game.
Such a minute thing, but it's just so enjoyable.
Oh, I spend hours just optimizing roads or like just making crazy roads just to kind of minimize the traffic.
Yeah.
Well, he lives in LA, so traffic is,
Yeah.
I wish I could have better traffic in LA.
You're trying to figure out what you can do yourself to kind of avoid that lifespan.
Yeah.
All right. And then I think another question I have is, do any of you guys have kind of a favorite Trank memory that you've had over your span? Some people on this team have been in Trank for multiple seasons, maybe since the beginning. Like NPC, you and I both came into this in season 2. So does anybody have kind of a favorite Trank memory that they've gained throughout these years?
I have a memory. Probably once I joined Get Off My Land after being on the Comets in season 3, is beating them with Get Off My Land when we didn't scrim at all and Comet scrimming all the time. That was a really good memory for me.
I also love the map when we played Hanamura, and we basically did TP strats, but like 3 different ways.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so we like teleport straight to the point, we teleport to the side, and then we fake the TP on the third, because we did like I think 3 rounds of attack, and then we faked the TP, and then they all went back, and then we just charged at them right down the middle.
Yeah, we built a TP and then we didn't take it.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so big brain.
Old bait and switch.
Yes.
I gotta say, we're living those memories right now. Some of the best times I've had in Tranquility are in the Get Off My Land days. I mean, Gravity was great, an amazing team. But it's just, a lot of it was, I was kind of one of the lower players on that team, and I really felt like I wasn't doing all I could for the team, and I felt like I was letting some of the better players like Velzen and Orsted, I felt like I was holding them back and letting them. But here on Get Off My Land, we don't really expect to win. So, when we do things, we're like, hey, we did our best. We did good. And as long as everybody's doing their best here, that's all I can ask. And if you did your best, then that's it. Good job.
And then sometimes we just try something crazy and it works, and that's always fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not slaves to the meta, so I mean, we can do crazy things, and it's awesome. I don't know, mine's kind of like NPCs. I think, like we had, what was it, season 2 and 3? Season 1 we played Havoc. We lost to them in the finals. I mean, just going to the finals twice, I think those are always going to be memories that I look back at. But I guess just going from season 1 to Get Off My Land, the whole thing, like it's playing with like some GM players, and yeah, I don't know, just the whole thing. I don't really have a specific moment, I guess.
All right, Gizmo.
All right, so this is a question for everybody but NPC. We all know NPC is a lively streamer. We all know he loves to dress up. What is your guys' favorite character that NPC has done on a stream?
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, I have to agree. That's definitely the best one.
I mean, just when he snaps out like the mustache comb and it like clicks and he nods his head a little bit, he's feeling himself a little bit. It's hilarious.
That's a hard one.
I liked when he did it was like the shirt emporium. That was a long time ago. But I like that one. I don't know what character that would classify as, but it was really fun.
Crazy NPCs.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Tranquility,
yeah.
Jersey Discount Emporium.
Yeah, I like that one too.
That was funny.
I don't know. I can't think of a favorite one because it's like I kind of like all the things. I guess NPC being NPC. So I mean, it's like to me, it's just like NPC dressed up. So it's like that's just
Your favorite character is NPC as NPC.
Yeah.
basically because he has fun. He doesn't take things seriously, and then the best part is when he just goes for it.
My other favorite one, I think, is "Hello, fellow kids."
Yeah, that too. My favorite I've got one. My favorite is when NPC's playing a game, and then Kitty plays the Baby Shark song, and the NPC just jumps on stream.
Oh yeah, you got a Baby Shark NPC.
Yeah.
His face just as he's like, what? He's not expecting it.
Yeah.
I don't think
I have a habit of like, I somehow think that the enemy can hear me on comms. So whenever like we're sneaking somewhere, I'm like, okay, everybody hide right here, crouch right here. And I'm like whispering and I'm being quiet. And all of a sudden Baby Shark is like 200% volume. I can't.
I save all my bits just for that.
Gotta space them out.
A worthy endeavor.
That's great. All right, so I'm gonna roll it back to other games. Let's find out, what was your first game that you played?
Ooh.
Well, I can't remember.
Sim City.
First game. Okay, let me think about that.
Sim City with cheat codes. I remember going right. Yeah, my
NPCs
dad's
are probably Pong. So
not Pong. I don't even remember the name of it. It was for MS-DOS, and it was this train simulator game. It's like a train station something, and it was very, very poor. I was probably 5.
They don't have video games in the 1930s. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was probably 5. But really, the first video game, like I remember that, like turned me into a gamer was probably the OG Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo. Just
Wow, man.
from the moment you start without a weapon and you have to go into the cave and the old man's like, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. That was it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I skipped that cave and I went out there and got killed and I had no weapon. So it was.
I had to
start the game over and then go into the cave. So.
See, for that DOS game, how many floppy disks does it come on?
It was one, but it was the 5 1/4, the big ones, not the gigantic, not the 8-inch, but they were small at the time, but they were the 5-inch.
Yeah, I remember like getting putt and like having waiting to install that, and you put in disk, floppy disk 1, and a floppy disk 2, and a floppy disk 3, and I think it was 4 floppy disks.
Wow.
And it was like it took forever just to like load like maybe like 2 megabytes. The next one.
Dude, you guys are old.
Yeah. What's our average age? What do you guys think?
I bet we're at.
Well, Rush just had a birthday, so +1.
Yeah,
30...
I would say we're like 31, 32.
Jeez.
I think Mish and I are the youngest. We're like
Yeah, I
50.
haven't thrown in my branch, but like I'm right there with you guys. So
Misha's birthday is next month as well, so it's gonna go.
I am like a baby in this voice chat right now. I am basically half your guys' age right now.
welcome to Trank.
Keep playing forever. That's the point.
But I mean, just think about how great that is, though. Like, we've got people ranging from young teenagers up to like 30s and 40s, and it's just such a wonderful community. And NPC, you're like, you and the rest of the admins have just done such an amazing job. So like, kudos to you guys. I wish Thug was here so I could also thank him. But like, you've always been there for everybody. You never take a side. You always really take your time to look for things. Like, honestly, I need to know, what do you do for a job? Because it just seems like you're so organized.
I am self-employed. I do IT consulting. Self-employed is code for nobody else will hire you. But no, seriously. I worked for a company for a long time, and then when I needed to help my daughter through school and stuff like that, I kind of quit working for them full time, turned them into a client so they could be a part time. And I do that, and I work from home quite a bit, so I'm always here. But really, one of the reasons I joined in to be an admin in Tranquility, this is going to sound like I'm name dropping here, but when I went to Alaska, I went to Arrow's mom's house and visited with her a little bit, and she talked about his story and how he got into esports, and he was actually in the ministry for a while. That was like what he was like studying to be a youth minister. And he one day he said, you know what, I think my calling is in esports. There's a lot of kids there that need guidance, they need help. And that was the kind of coach he was. He wasn't necessarily about the mechanical skills and all that stuff. He was more of a trying to help these kids be in a good mental spot. And hearing that, I was like, man, I could do this. I can do that for these kids here in Tranquility that they have problems with their mental game, keeping the PMA and keeping things positive. And that's one of the roles I like to fill here at Trank, is when I see kids struggling and they're trying to quit Overwatch or trying to do this and that, I reach out to them and I'm like, dude, it's just a game, relax. And Get Off My Land sets that example. You don't have to win to have fun. We can have a good time and still lose.
Yeah, I think it's perfectly said. I mean, I know multiple people that have said, oh, I got talked to, and I'm feeling better, I'm doing another week, I'm working on my mental game. And it's just, that's kind of what the internet, we hear a lot about the negative, but that's what the positive really can be about, is just reaching out. You may not know them personally, but you can still help.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I also did the math. Our average age is 31.5.
Oh,
Yeah,
There it is.
that is
For now.
wow.
For now,
Yeah.
we got a couple birthdays coming up, so
Yeah.
That'll probably change.
our team could almost take 2 driver's ed classes.
Yeah, I I mean, I known that. I literally took my driver's ed this year. So
No, I think because I think you take driver's ed before you're 16.
it,
so.
it is. Well, it is. It is. But I got my license this year. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. It was a while back, but okay. I know this is for everybody, but NPC, I want to ask you. It's like I want to ask you a couple questions. It's like, why do you do so much for charity? Do you do like charity streams, and you do a lot for stuff like One Up on Cancer, even though that stuff takes place at like 3 a.m? Why do you commit so much to it?
I do whatever needs to be done, and the One Up on Cancer streams, they're the ones on their channel are 48 hours, and they need somebody to fill time slots, and nobody wants the 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. shift on a Sunday morning. Nobody wants it, and I'll do it. I'm filling time. I've got nothing else to do at 3 in the morning. What am I going to do? Sleep?
Yes.
So,
Should be sleeping, NPC.
but really, my dad passed away when I was 19 years old of a brain tumor that he had for. He was diagnosed with it 5 years before that. So, he probably, he was suffering for a long time, and he passed away, and he left behind, two smaller children. My stepbrother and stepsister were smaller, and they had a lot of financial difficulties because of his cancer and because of his passing. And when I was at QuakeCon one year, I bumped into One Up on Cancer, and they said, we pay medical bills for adults with cancer because St. Jude, Extra Life, they help out kids, but there's adults out there that struggle, and those adults have kids, and we fill that void. And I knew right then and there I had to get involved here. I'm a gamer. I enjoy playing games, and this was a charity that meant something to me. So, I got involved with that, and I do whatever needs to be done for them. I live here in Dallas, and they're here in Dallas as well, so I go to their office and help them build studios and do whatever they need done.
I mean, that's pretty noble, I guess. It's committing time. It's another thing. If you can't commit money, you could commit time, volunteer work, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, and then I don't know if you can technically answer this question, but is there any, I don't know, funny or just very interesting admin stories that you can tell us?
Funny or interesting admin stories. There's a lot of the funniest stories just come to us from players that don't read the rules, and they'll like DM us and ask us questions on game day, 5 minutes late. What's the lobby code again? We're like, it's literally in the rules. Just read the rules, and they don't know what they're supposed to do, and it's pretty clearly spelled out. And we all laugh about it in the admin chat. We're just like, this guy, he's emailing me, and I'm just like, go look at the rules. And that's kind of the funny part. It's frustrating, but I gotta laugh at it. I just think it's so silly sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta laugh at it.
I mean, I suppose the best story is, of course, the Ballad of the PC Scrub.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We all
I
know
mean,
that by now.
he just keeps coming back, and we can't get rid of him.
Is he actually still coming back?
No, not lately. Not
Okay.
lately. But an alt account shows up in our Discord and posts some really weird off the wall meme that we're like, cringe. And we're like, oh, it's him. He's here. And then he's got some weird excuse. My favorite one was the time he had a Discord name Ball.
Oh,
and
yes. Paul.
yeah, and an Overwatch account also called Ball. And like, he joined the Discord and then like immediately knew everything about everybody and started telling us that his name is Ball because he plays with a trackball mouse.
I remember.
And that's just how he's been playing the game this entire time, and he's actually really good. And we're like, you've told us too much. It's pretty clear now that you don't need to justify your username on day one. Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
So we knew right away. It was just so obvious. And
all right, so Gizmo, last couple questions before we end this up.
Let's see. All right. Well, since we're on the point of memes, who is the meme on your team?
NPC.
Oh, God.
I mean, what do you think we're gonna say?
I guess
It's gotta be NPC. I mean, man literally has a gifts folder of himself.
That's true. Only if you're subscribed to my Twitch channel can you see the gifts folder of myself. But yes.
That's great. I think that's going to be it for me.
All right. Well,
Oh, Red Alert, by the way, was the game that got me hooked on.
Red
I didn't say
Alert.
that.
Command and Conquer Red
Red Alert.
Alert.
That's
That
what it
was
was.
so
God,
good.
such a good
Oh.
game right there.
But I don't have any more questions. Is there anything else that any of you really want to say? Tell anybody in Trank that's watching this.
Just have fun out there. There's no SR on the line in Tranquility. There's no SR. There's no cash prize. You don't need to cheat. You don't need to bring in Smurfs. You don't need to try hard. Okay, you could try hard in comp games all day long, but in Tranquility it doesn't matter. It's about having fun and it's about playing with your friends.
Use it as a learning experience if you're, like we're a little bit more laid back, but NPC and I have been on teams that took it really serious, practiced all the time, and you're gonna lose games. It's just gonna happen. It's a part of the game. So use it as a learning experience.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, if you want to practice and you want to whatever, there's a team for you. But if just don't take your losses so hard.
And don't be afraid to try things off meta too. I mean, sometimes just being off meta, is an advantage of itself because they're not expecting it. So just have fun, play how you want to play, how your team wants to play, and just go with it.
Yeah.
Oh, Kitty, sorry I interrupted you.
Oh, it's okay. I was just gonna say, don't lose friends over games and stuff, because that happened on the Meteors. It happened other teams I've been on, people fighting. Just remember to have fun and remember why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, wrapping this up, thank you so much, everybody, for kind of coming in this call with Gizmo and I. Get Off My Land. It's a great team. You're all wonderful people, well known throughout the community. And it was.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Glad we could get you guys for one of the first times, because you're all very flexible and nice people. Because sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
We're lucky we got this many members of our team. We've only got 2 people missing. But, like I said, I started the team because we all have real lives and other schedules, and we can't commit to playing Overwatch 5 days a week. So
yeah.
All right. Thank you once again to Get Off My Land for joining us here on the BeatDrop. Remember to continue to stay tuned, as we are going to lead right into our next team Discord tier favorites, the Flying Lions. So stay tuned for more amazing BeatDrop action.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the BeatDrop with Light Rose and Gizmo. Tonight we have the Flying Lions, and joining us is Cinnamon, Ellie, Greninja, it's Johnny, Star Platinum, and EA. Or Anzie. How do you kind of say your name?
See?
Okay, I wanted to make sure because it's a little different, but all right. So kind of kicking this off. I got this idea a little bit from Cinnamon, because I know what Cinnamon absolutely loves. But what is everybody's favorite animal? I guess going from top to bottom on the Discord call that we've got.
A cat.
That was kind of a given. I kind of expected that.
Yeah. But my second favorite would probably be chinchillas.
Oh.
Hell yeah to the chinchillas.
Not usually. Chinchillas usually slip my mind until somebody brings them. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good animal.
It's because they're soft, and they can't get wet. Otherwise, they get moldy.
Really?
What?
True.
Yeah,
No, this is actually true. This is true.
It's because their fur is so thick they can only take dust baths. If they actually got wet, their fur would get moldy because it wouldn't be able to dry.
Nasty.
More you know, right? Ellie, what about you?
Mine would be a dog, and my favorite kind of dog is pugs.
Dude, okay, Ellie's my favorite. Okay, pugs are the best.
Damn.
Ellie, you just won my
I
heart.
simped
Pugs
it up
are
by
a
accident.
medical mess. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, and
I
they
mean,
even
it's
breed.
not that. It's the looks.
Exactly, he
Dude,
gets it.
I can get over the medical payments, dude. It's for the dog, not for.
Exactly, you're already paying a fortune for these animals, anyways. Who cares?
True.
Elephants, specifically baby elephants. They're the
Wow.
most adorable creatures I've ever seen in my life.
Very nice.
I rock with that.
Favorite animal would have to be a monkey.
Any specific type of monkey?
Winston.
Monkey
I knew he was gonna say that. I freaking
I
knew
kind of
it.
expected that. Yeah. Start.
Capybaras are pretty cool.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
You know
What
what?
are
I'm
those?
so down with that.
Just
Wait, I
imagine
want pictures.
imagine a guinea pig, but like massive.
Yeah,
Just massive.
they're
How
just the whole
massive?
as vibe. They're just vibing.
They're
It's
just
just
vibing.
vibing.
I have not. Trying to imagine a capybara. Like it sounds so familiar, but like
The height in for an adult at the withers is 20 to 25 inches, and they can be 77 to 150 pounds as an adult. Fun facts from
Damn.
Google.
Oh, it's the Alan creature, the one that goes
What?
like Alan, from the BBC, that stupid BBC video, like the one that
Oh
goes
my
like,
god, the
Alan.
BBC video.
Wait, is it Steve? Steve.
Yes, it's Steve.
Oh my god, Anzi.
I'm sorry.
okay. And then Z.
Right now I really like rabbits. They're just fluffy and small, and like
Yes.
they fit in your hand, and like you can just like nuzzle them, and they'll be really cute.
Do you have any rabbits?
I used to, but they died.
Bad face.
Sag.
I know. She was so cute. She was my favorite.
What was your name?
Chihiro, after Spirited Away.
Oh, love that movie.
Yeah, it was a really good movie, and I didn't understand it as a child, but now that I do, I maybe should not have named my rabbit after Chihiro.
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
know, child innocence. There you go.
Yeah, sure. Definitely did not know what was going on.
Right.
Most people don't.
My next question. What kind of drew you to your role that you kind of play in Trank in Overwatch in general?
I can't aim, so I'm a Mercy one trick.
It'd be like that.
It do be like that. I play a lot of support just because I know that I can't aim and I'm an awful DPS, and I just don't have the brain for tank. So I turn my brain off and I play support.
Great spitting, by the way.
Myself. Back when open queue was normal queue, I was kind of just a lazy player, and I was like, man, I'll just play whatever. That's kind of just how I became a flex player. So it's just like laziness.
Yeah, I mean that makes the most sense.
The only way to climb.
True. Back in the day, that's the best way.
Gotta do it. Whatever you're told.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, my Pokemon brother.
Hey, I basically became an off tank because Angie messaged me one day and was like, "What do you play?" And I was like, "Tanks." And she was like, "We're looking for an off tank. Do you play off tank?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I forgot.
Even though I didn't really specialize in like any specific like role prior to joining the team, I was just kind of a flex player. So when I like was offered the tryout spot, like that's when I just started honing in on like playing off tanks in comp and everything.
Okay. So, bit of backstory. I used to be a gold console tracer OTP, but after I switched to PC, I realized I'm really bad at DPS. So I play tank because, I mean, obviously I have extremely intelligent, but my aim sucks. So
That is,
Yeah, that's about it, to be honest.
I can relate to that incredibly well.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I came from console, got to PC and placed bronze, even though I was plat on console. Aim just wasn't there. Start.
For me, well, as Ellie, I'm kind of a flex player, but I'm forced now to play DPS, even though I'm main tank, and well, for the moment it's good because I can play main tank, but that's it. You know, I can pick up Genji and like I
All
get
the
free and that
DPS.
shit. Yeah,
Funny
I can
story.
do everything, I guess.
Funny story. We picked up Star as our tank coach, and here he is now.
There's always room for
Sounds right.
demotion here.
There's always room to suffer.
I mean, if you think about it, he kind of won the lottery. He went from being a flex player to a DPS player. He could have been stuck
Promotion?
on. He could have been stuck in tanks.
I mean, I guess
He
it's
could have been
He
stuck
could
on
have been playing
support.
Orisa right now.
Oh,
Exactly.
I mean,
true.
that's fun. What do you mean?
That's why
That's
Waz is.
okay, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I get to do some huge pulls. Easy.
Log jam.
Damn.
you get
Arista
to
one
press
trick.
right click. Press right click as Orisa once in a while.
Yeah,
Fun.
and kill everybody with the bongo. Easy.
Yeah. All right, and
Hit
Z.
all those headshots. I play support because I used to really hate playing DPS because everybody blamed the DPS. And when I'm support, I can actually heal myself. So, and then it's kind of evolved into me not really liking to see people die. So I try to keep everybody alive, which is my goal in support.
I think that's just kind of ingrained in supports. Is just like I like other people and satisfying to see them kind of get
I
filled up.
disagree with
I like
other
watching
people,
my
but
team
okay.
roll over the other team.
Yeah, that's more accurate. I always joke that I main support in everything I do because when I was in high school, I was training under our athletic trainer, and then after I graduated high school, I was a veterinary nurse, and then after like that whole stint, I'm in school to do pre-nursing. So support players, support's gotta support.
So you hear that, Tranquility? If you're ever near Cinnamon and you're injured, they are the person to go to.
They are not the person to go to.
Facts,
They will
straight up.
probably laugh
They
at
will
you.
tell you. They will tell you to drink hot water. I can tell you that.
You're right. I always tell Angie to drink hot water because she's always like, "I'm sick," and I'm like, "Drink hot water."
What is the like alignment chart of trank nurses of like Beth and Cinnamon?
Beth is doctor, I think. Beth is better. No, Beth is like lawful good, and I'm like chaotic neutral.
That seems pretty accurate.
I can agree with that, to be frank.
All right, Gizmo.
All right.
You're
Well,
not Frank, you're Johnny.
since we already have one Pokemon out of the way, and I'm pretty sure most of us grew up with it, it's always nice to know what is your favorite Pokemon and why.
I like Pikachu. I'm really basic, and I enjoy the fact that there's a Pikachu onesie, and I can wear it. I wore it every day to school my senior year of high school.
You want to talk about basic? You have somebody on your team named Greninja. I've got Charmander in mind. You're in the club of basic, so you're good.
It do be like that. It do be like that.
Ellie?
Mine would be Squirtle, I think. I think every time when I was a kid, I played, I chose him. I don't know why. I think it's just like he visuals or something, but like, I don't know. I think he's my
He's
favorite.
adorable turtle.
Yeah, that's true. He is pretty adorable. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why I was so young. I just chose him like instinctively.
You ever want to be a firefighter? Because maybe when you watched this show and you saw the Squirtle Squad go at it, that might have been another trigger. Plus, let's be honest, those glasses Squirtle wore,
Oh, true. He is a kind of a
I
Chad.
really hope that when you're editing this, you're gonna put that picture right there, just to show
Alright,
people what that
alright.
the glasses Squirtle look like.
Guess I gotta.
That's it down.
It's a demand now.
All right, even though we probably already know the answer, Greninja, what about you?
Well, you know, it is Greninja, but that's kind of a boring answer, so I'm just gonna go with what my other alts are, like what my alt accounts are for Overwatch, because they're also my two other favorite Pokemon, Spiritomb and Altaria. I like to spice it up, couple from each gen, you know?
He's flexing.
Yeah, dude.
I've literally not played anything other than Gen 1, so that's all like mumbo jumbo to me.
This is just Greek to you.
Exactly. I'm like, who are these Pokemon?
So if I had to pick a favorite Pokemon, it would probably be Rhydon, to be honest. But Tyrantrum is pretty cool too, in my book.
Respect on the fossil.
Now for me, I'll pick the whole ass Chad Machamp. Okay. Huge arms, just like me in real life. Okay.
Oh boy, he's flexing hard here.
Stars in real life?
I can vouch.
Wow.
Stars a
Stars
Chad.
real?
Star is ripped in real life.
Star's a real person.
Yeah. I'm Machamp.
Mine is Arcanine, solely for that no take only throw meme. And it's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. I just sent it in general, and like no one else is gonna be able to see this in stream, but or like chat, but like I enjoy this.
I agree. I enjoy. No take, only throw.
Arcanine is just puppy.
It's adorable. I was gonna say, I probably should have said Greninja because Greninja's on our team, but like, fuck it.
Doesn't want to be a simp.
I get it, Anzi. It's okay.
It's
I mean, let's be honest. One of the best shinies ever is Greninja. So,
Of course, dude. The black
Are
and
you
red.
saying Greninja is shiny?
Amazing.
have you seen the shiny Greninja? Black with the red tongue? Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh, and funny enough, Greninja is also my main in Smash. So.
Of course. I wonder why.
Well, I
Greninja
know
shiny
who
now.
my two best on this team. So it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's bring it back to the Tranquility community. What has been your favorite like memory of when you entered Tranquility to now?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember to eat most days, so I have the memory of like a goldfish. But I vaguely kind of sort of remember beating Vitamin C when we were on Jetpack Cats. Vaguely, sort of, kind of remember. I just remember we were hella hyped afterward, and it was a really good feeling.
All right. Oh, you?
If
Wait,
Dad doesn't say, I was gonna say,
Wait,
if Dad doesn't say something about not loving us, I'll be
I was
very
gonna say
sad.
as a player, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anything. For many reasons. I don't want to talk about that, but I think when we won our first game, that was pretty good. As a coach, it felt really good because I don't really have that much coaching experience under my belt. Other than that, I can't really think of anything on the spot. Not gonna lie.
For me, honestly, it's really hard to pick a specific moment just because I've already had so many good moments in my like brief stint on this team so far. Like literally every day, like we make memories on this team. Every scrim, like we have so many quotes in our quote channel that we just like update literally every day. And like sometimes I just go back and I look at them and I'm just like, wow. I've only been on this team for like 2 months, but like I've already like grown so close to all these people. So, I mean, honestly, it's just been the whole ride so far for me. It's been my favorite moment.
I just want to say, one of the quotes here is Ellie, take some charge. Greninja. Ellie dies. Okay. Greninja.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
So my best memory with Trank is going 5-0 last season with the in-laws, because that was the best team I played on in Trank. But specifically in that is beating Pogfish, because that was like the hardest matchup we played, I think, to date, and that was like a really stressful game that we won. But yeah, that's it.
Well, I'm kind of new in the community. I only got 3 matches, so to be honest, only the first win felt good, but I think the the best moment will come afterwards when we go in playoffs and beat all the other teams.
Stars going hard.
True.
This just in, Star's like, we're gonna win this thing!
Like the confidence.
I mean, it's Star. Star knows we're gonna win, and when we have Star on our side, we have nothing to worry about.
You're right. Star has the tank brain. He's smart.
I have the tank brain, I have the aim DPS, I have everything, dude.
What's aim?
Well, it's I
It's hard to
can't
explain.
explain. Yeah,
Something you don't have.
exactly.
Oh,
Ouch.
Damn.
Ouch,
got him.
Johnny.
I definitely don't have it.
All main tanks always swing hammer, lightning bolt.
True.
Shoot lightning
Agreed.
bolt.
And
We,
lose.
we, we
Press
zap zap.
left click. Press left click.
An unbind shift.
Unbind shift.
No, bind shift to W.
Oh,
There you go.
true.
What about you, Z?
I know I should say like all our wins were really memorable, but to be honest, the most I remember out of every game is Waz quotes, and I'm really upset that we've never once quoted him in contract. At one point, like we just had a whole series of Waz quotes coming out, and he was just on fire.
It's literally because I mute during halftime, and that's when y'all go off.
No, he says some really cool stuff like in the middle of games too, and I'm always like, we need to quote that, and then nobody does, and it's really sad, and I just pain pretty
The
much.
thing with Wazd is he doesn't talk that much. He's very like, quiet. But
He's very chill.
when he talks, he's the most quotable person
He
on the
really
team
is.
by far.
He goes, we don't need DPS. I am the DPS.
True.
I'm like trying to find like memorable Waz quotes, and like we have a lot of screenshots in our quotes chats because we're special. Ah, here we go. Why do we cook bacon and bake cookies? This is like mid math. Just
Like,
randomly.
that
Why do we
took me a
cook
little
bacon
bit to
and bake
get.
cookies?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
In match chat, Sim goes BRB, and Waz goes, her cat's barking.
Oh my god.
We love to hate him.
That's
We love him. He's our precious small.
We make fun of him a lot. It's great.
it's all in French.
It is all in friendship. Ah, as JPC, nope, that's upsetting. Let's grow, dude. Let's grow. DeFran somewhere with a bunch of cabbages going, let's go, dude.
Okay. So, my next question that I have that I think I might ask for everybody is, what is your favorite single player game?
I don't play single player games.
Osu.
Single player games exist.
Yeah.
But I do play a lot of Don't Starve, just if I want to chill and do my own thing.
Ellie, you said Osu.
I said Osu. I can speak for Grant, and most of the people on the server is probably Minecraft.
Anybody's here Minecraft?
I don't think Minecraft is considered a single player game at this point.
Yeah.
Not the way we
Yeah,
play
true,
it.
probably. for Ninja?
I don't want to seem like a one-dimensional Andy or anything, but honestly, the Pokemon games. Like I just started a Soul
Which
Silver
one?
playthrough. I just started playing Soul Silver again, and I absolutely love it. That was my
Mm.
first Pokemon game I played, and it's bringing back all the memories already. And I've only put like 2 hours into it. I love it.
That's a hard question. Has to be like, for me, RimWorld is pretty fun. That's probably my favorite single player game at the moment. It's RimWorld.
Johnny, not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say playing Reinhardt.
I mean, you could say my Reinhardt is a single player game. I mean, you could make that argument.
No, for me, well, can name a bunch, but right now, mainly Death Stranding or Yakuza 0. That's about it.
Games.
I think the last single player game I played was that I finished was Firewatch, and I did not enjoy the experience because I was very confused by the end. Um, I'm currently playing Dreamscaper, which is like some weird you defeat your nightmares kind of story-based game, and I don't know if anyone knows it. It's very strange, but I'm still going through it. I can't decide if I like it yet.
And indie.
I think it's indie. It was like on sale on Steam at one point, and I just got it for fun. And I was like, "Oh, this seems interesting." And basically it's like you are this traumatized person and you're going through like a whole bunch of like PTSD. Um but every night when you go to bed, like you have lucid dreams, and you're in your lucid dreams you have to like you have to clear out like a dungeon or like multiple like rooms that are part of this map, and then you defeat the boss. And when you wake up, if you don't defeat the boss, you wake up with less time to do stuff in the day, which is like you make connections and make friends, and then you go when you get tired, you go back and you go back to bed, and then you go through that whole map again. Um, I don't know. It's very confusing. It's probably more fun to like actually play than to try and describe it because it's very complicated. I don't know how to explain it.
So if you're an Inception fan, that's definitely a game to try.
Probably.
All right. And depending on how time goes, how Gizmo's questions are mine. Next one is like what kind of encompasses your team in general? If you can kind of say one word, like each of you say like one word that describes the Flying Lions, what would that word be?
Does it have to be a word? Can it be a noise?
Sure. I'm sorry. Can
Was
we get
that
can we get a,
Misha's-
can we get a redo of that noise, Cinnamon?
That is Misha's scream for context.
Oh my god! I knew that's what it was. I swear I heard that. I was like, wait, no way. I mean,
It is a Mish scream,
I was
yes.
just gonna say smile, but like I don't know. You can take that as either like toxic smile or like enjoying yourself with the experience kind of smile.
It's probably both.
Yeah, it's probably a mixture of both.
Knowing
Yeah.
Elliot's definitely both.
Yeah, true.
I would just say questionable. That's really all I
That's
can say.
Oh no, we lost Star.
He died.
Oh.
What's
He
questionable
heard my
about it
joke.
is our internet.
Star's
Um,
internet died. Sag.
I would have to say fun. Just a fun team to be around, really.
Honey? Dad?
Father? Oh,
He's back.
Star's back. Champ.
Star has returned to us.
Star just missed Johnny being wholesome.
That's okay.
I couldn't
It's
handle it.
okay,
dude.
yeah.
That's a first, dude. Usually Johnny tears into us.
It's true.
Yeah,
Surprising.
that's true.
Um,
I mean, with the way
one
we
word,
play, I'm
right?
surprised that he doesn't tear into us more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One
Also
word to
true.
describe the Lions, I
Yeah.
think, Star.
I think would be like friendship or something like that, like the connection we have.
Oh.
Even though we don't, we like knew each other like from pugs and from other servers or something else. Like we come together and and
Pop off.
pop off. Exactly. We're here for the fun, but also for the win.
How can I
Everyone's
be
so wholesome.
How can I be memeing now that both of you have just been like you guys like pour into my heart.
Just meme.
It was gonna be the phrase understandable, have a nice day.
Yeah, understandable. Have a nice day.
But I think like in the interest of keeping with the wholesomeness, I think we are still like I have to go with love because I love all these people and I enjoy playing with them and I enjoy the fact that most of them decided to join us on this team, even though it was just literally us being like, "Hey, we have a team. Do you want to join?" And they're like, "Yes." I love these people. I'm sorry. My heart hurts. I'm gonna mute now.
She's like, this is too wholesome. I need to
Right.
mute.
Round us off with a couple more. Gotta go.
Yeah, sure. All right. So next question is, since most of you have been in training for a while, you've come to probably watch a couple of the podcasts and casting of the games. Who is your favorite caster?
That's so much pressure. Do you know how many dads we have on the like?
Oh, that's exactly why I wrote down that question.
Oh no!
Can I just say not Bard?
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, I literally messaged Ellie that exact statement as soon as you said the question.
All means we can rip Bard a new one anytime, but
Mine would be
Especially different.
Specs. Mine would be
Specs?
Specs, Steve. He's a good friend of mine, and I played on his team, so he's a homie.
all right. How you doing, Ninja?
Probably Captain Jack, because he said that I was an underrated player on the podcast.
Dude, he's like one of my favorite ones to cast with. So if you
And
guys
he's a great
haven't
guy.
already gone to watch the YouTube matches that were posted, I suggest you highly go watch it because your tier this week, he was out of breath by how much was going on. It was ridiculous.
No, I hung out with Captain Jack on his stream the other day, and I have been officially adopted as his eldest spawn. So I think I have to go with Captain Jack as my favorite. I'm sorry, everyone else. I love you all.
NPC.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here too, but I don't expect y'all to
I
sing.
love you. Can I just say that my dads are my favorite? Like, does that work?
No, because our dads are right here.
No, that's rigged.
Our dads are right here. What do you mean?
For real.
We have too many dads. I need to like start assigning them to uncle or something.
Rock's the weird uncle, but everyone else is dad. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rock's the weird uncle? Gotcha.
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Probably Specs. I played with him for a little bit. He's pretty cool. I don't really know many of the casters because I don't watch many of the games these days because school and stuff. But I've played with Specs for a few games on last season of Trank. So I'm gonna have to say Specs.
All right,
I
Star?
don't really know anyone. Like I said, I'm new, so and with
Star's
school I
baby.
don't really have time to watch anything really. Like the only time that I have is in the weekend, and I spend it playing games or watching Overwatch League. So that's
Star's
that's
baby.
about it.
He's
I
a
don't
busy man.
really know. But I guess everybody is a good caster.
You could just say
If you
not Bard.
Not
Oh,
Bard is a totally
that's
acceptable answer, or you can
no.
say I'm the best caster. I mean, I won't say no to that.
You can.
But
You are then. Then you are.
Sam.
Gizmo, did you say that question just so you were hoping that someone would say you?
no, I wanted to see how many were going to rip into Bard. To be honest,
I mean, we all kind of did.
I feel like we ripped into NPC for no one saying NPC, dude.
Well, I was just gonna say NPC because NPC like actually read our 3-page. How many page essay was it? Was it 5? It was a 5-page essay
A
on why
five-page
he
essay,
should, on why he should
including bibliography.
Yes, but it's an essay on why he should buy the Lions jersey, and he read all of it, and then he agreed to let us name our Stardew dinosaur after him. So that's a win in my book.
I sent him
She
a
has
very
a point.
embarrassing. So.
And look, I had like a final essay to do, and instead of doing my final essay, I was writing an essay for NPC.
You hear that, NPC?
Respect.
They find you more important than their own essays they need for school. That's awesome.
It's okay, I got
Straight
a 90 on
up.
that essay.
Kind of goes into my next question. Is which admin or person on the team do you feel like has been the most helpful for your team?
Honestly, like NPC has given us so much support. I'm not gonna lie. From when we were still itty bitty cats, and he's always there for us if we have an issue or anything, and he's always supported us like on the podcast. He wears our shirts a lot, and I mean, he read our 5-page essay. Like, why would anyone willingly read that 5-page essay? No one knows.
It was fun.
It was a great meme. But like from subbing for us to helping us sort out our roster issues, that kind of stuff, NPC, 100%.
Not gonna lie, I don't really know many of the admins. I mean, I've talked to Yeti and Cavalier a bunch of times. I think Yeti's pretty cool as a guy. Like he's helped me out a bunch of times with personal problems, so I'd have to probably go with him.
All right, Ninja.
I kind of don't know too many of like the admins or like the people behind the scenes of Trank either, because I'm also pretty new. So I guess like the people who have helped me the most are like, I guess our personal like people within our team. So like Sin and Anzi have been really good at like organizing stuff for our team, like our scrims, like coordinating and like telling us when to be at matches and stuff. And then of course our coaches, Ellie and Johnny, have been really good with like helping us.
Yeah, you're
Been
sucking
hard.
up. Okay.
He's been hard.
I'll see you in scrims. If I had to pick someone, I don't. I respect all of the admins because what they do is very difficult for this Discord. But if I had to pick one, I would say like Thug. I used to play on DDoS for like a game or two. I don't know, man. I don't know how you could put up with me while I was in plat or something. That was, I don't know. Yeah, I have to say Thug, but I can respect all of them for what they do.
Well, for me, it would be like the same as Greninja. Uh, Partly because, well, Anzi helps a lot, and Sin too. Ellie, even though he's lower rated than me on tank, he still he still has a big brain, so he helps too.
Ouch. I think the only few like Trank admins that I've actually had communication with was NPC and Smugs. And since we've already mentioned NPC once, I'm gonna say Smugs because I had asked him to help Phil for like a completely separate server, like something we needed somebody who had hit GM at some point. And he was just like, yeah, sure, give me the time in a day. And then he showed up and killed it. So go Smugs.
All right. That's it from me.
So, is there anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Hold up. Let me look up the quotes real quick.
Wait,
I'm sure we have something
we have a
wise.
question for you.
Gizmo or I? Gizmo or I?
Both.
Okay. Oh my.
What is your favorite pizza?
Ooh. Well, if you asked me in my very younger days, and I'm only 26, so that wasn't too long ago, it'd probably just be
Boomer.
pepperoni mushroom. Yeah, no. Try telling that to
so
Captain.
old.
He's still boomer. But right now, it'd be honestly a supreme without the black olives.
Understandable. I do not like olives either.
Pineapple and ham.
Oh,
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Give me that pineapple.
So the reason I ask is because we have a spreadsheet for our roster, and at the very bottom of our spreadsheet, we have everyone's pizza order.
Oh, that is smart.
We should also mention that our pizza orders are the name of our comps.
Yes.
True.
So there's Wall, which is was this just pepperoni?
Bold pepperoni with Cajun Christ. Because someone misspelled crust and I kept it.
Might have been me.
No, it was
Can't
Waz. No,
confirm.
it was Johnny.
Waz,
No, it was
wasn't
Johnny. It was Johnny.
There's no way.
No, Johnny misspelled pepperoni
I
with an
cannot
IE.
believe it. Okay, yeah, I misspelled pepperoni. My bad. Okay.
And then we have homemade because Italian or whatever, also known as the Navy SEALs.
What is Hackfist?
Hackfist. We don't have a pizza name for that yet.
Yo, guys, stop revealing
don't have
strouts.
pizzas.
The heck?
Sorry,
What are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, dude.
Weird.
Those
sorry.
leaks.
Freaking leakers, dude. Get them out of
Oh my
here.
gosh. Kick
You're
'em.
cut.
Also on the same
Singularity.
page where we have all of our comps, we have like 6 Minecraft parody songs.
Why not?
I don't know where they came from. But
I know where they came from, but I probably shouldn't talk about it.
oh my, was it you, Anzi?
No.
Okay. Oh wait, was it Kairos?
No.
You'll never be able to.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Right. So, thank you everybody for joining in on this beat drop for tonight. It was a pleasure having all of you. And for those of you listening, viewing at home, we hope to see you next time the beat drop is available to view. Night.
Can you guys thank Greninja for letting us use his not sex dungeon too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. it's not sex dungeon.
It's not sex dungeon. So we had to make sure that. So.
I believe in practicing abstinence, so I feel like this is a nice little retreat for all of us to avoid
Yeah.
temptation.
Thank you.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Drop the beat.